Kalyn, he of course relies on you to pick him up when he needs it. But I know he loves you most simply for being the rare person you are. And all of the intelligence, drive, altruism, and positivity you bring into the world around you. I know this is one of the most important days of his life because it cements the fact that he gets front row season tickets to continue witnessing it all.
Drew, you really have just matured into an extraordinary young man, and we just couldn't be happier and more proud of you.
Drew, I'm so happy to welcome you to our family. We love you. Thank you for making my sister so happy.
There are no words to adequately describe my feelings to you tonight, so I'll just let our song and James Taylor's words tell you how sweet it is to be loved by you. I love you, Kalyn. Kalyn, it gives me great joy this evening to know that you found your soulmate. It is one of life's greatest gifts.
Nervous excitement, butterflies flying. You had me trying anything to make the moment last. It was slipping away too fast. A rail car or highway, tidal wave or airplane, nothing could take you off my mind. It's getting late, and you're slipping into my dreams. You're slipping into my dreams. Felt it like life had just dealt it. My frozen heart melted, forever changed by what forever means. Hard frame names still scar the oak tree. Still scar the oak tree. Still scar the oak tree.
Drew, Kalyn, have you come here into marriage without coercion, freely and wholeheartedly?
We have. Kalyn, to you, the woman who serendipitously was also at P14, we know is a bar now, at a random March Saturday over 5 years ago. After that day, I quickly fell in love with you. All right, Coda. I know, I love her too. And loving you as well, pretty legendary. As such, I'd like to share my Kalyn Feta top 10 why I love you in my best SportsCenter attempt possible. Starting with number 10, meeting our friends for the first time. It was a classic DC Saturday, bar hopping from DuPont to U Street to Admo. We were always together, but not clinging to each other's side. You are a social butterfly, and I love it. Number 9, you cooking my favorite meal, penne vodka, and preparing a PowerPoint presentation titled, Our Future Puppy. Yes, you are the better salesperson in the relationship. Number 8, when you told me to fly to Boston the day before the Brady Patriots game. Without your encouragement, I don't go. You just get me. Number 7, your relationship with Alex. How you two bonded early on, your friendship stands on its own. Number 6, California dreaming. I didn't have the conviction to move here alone, but meeting you changed my outlook, and we took on a dream together. Even if it included losing AC in 110-degree temperature, we made it. It's true, I almost did. Number 5, you have taught me how to love myself. I am in awe of how in touch you are with your own emotions, and for better or for worse, mine too. That helps bring me peace. Number 4, your obsession with making other people happy. Many of our loved ones here today can attest to that. But when no one is looking, for example, after a dinner out, you always seek out a homeless person to give our leftovers to. I need to tell you more often how much I love you in those moments. I know, it's really amazing. Number 3, your commitment to career and family. You've become a leader in your work, or better said, a badass boss. In planning this wedding, I'm flattered to have acted as your executive assistant. But somehow you balance it all with your love for family and Notre Dame. Never forgetting Brooklyn, Bodie, Bea, Harvey, or Lucy's birthday. The feta crew is tight. Number 2, Eve. What you do for that woman is unbelievable. You've changed her life, and I am honored to now be a part of it. Eve's future is bright, and I cannot wait to see what is next for her, and it needs to be recognized. You are the catalyst behind that. Number 1, I know you are taking Kalyn Wilke, but you will also always be Kalyn Feta. You don't change for other people. You have incredibly high self-esteem and confidence in who you are. It's awesome, and I'm obsessed with you for it. As we grow old, I vow to keep telling you why I love you, because my top 10 could easily be a top 100. I vow to prioritize and ask you about your love languages. Yes, you have that in writing and on video. I vow to pursue happiness with you, not simply satisfaction. And maybe most importantly, I vow to never be boring. Let's hold on to this moment. Life is going to get harder and better at the same time. But whatever happens next, our collective light could set a city on fire. I love you, Kay.
Drew, I always remember our first date and the way you made me feel. Comfortable, understood, and adored. And one of the many consistent things about you is how you continue to make me feel that way each and every day. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't imagine meeting my future husband at a bar, rooting against Notre Dame. And then I definitely didn't think we'd accidentally schedule our wedding during a Notre Dame Clemson kickoff. But in between those two moments, you have successfully converted to being a Notre Dame fan. And we have written exactly 2,065 days worth of stories together, filled with highs and lows, laughter and tears, adventure and COVID boredom, Tom Brady retiring and then coming back to the NFL, but most importantly, love. Today kicks off a new chapter, and I can't wait to keep writing a freaking novel of life with you as my husband. Everyone who knows you knows you're a pretty passionate person. You take some strong stances on single rock ice cubes being a necessity for a good old fashioned. You persuasively yet unsolicitedly market your favorite brands like Lululemon. And you are absolutely passionate on getting to the airport 3 hours early in case of traffic, gate changes, or the probable tsunami. But all jokes aside, your passionate nature is why I fell in love with you, Drew. You are fiercely loyal to your loved ones, prioritizing their happiness as your own. You're dedicated to your craft and more disciplined than anyone I know, from excelling in your career to those ruthless 5:30 a.m. alarms, to the small everyday things like perfecting the consistency of the scrambled eggs when you make us breakfast every Saturday morning. When you care about something, you give it your all, 0 to 100, and time again, you have shown me in big and small ways how convicted you are in us. From insisting our first date was scheduled 12 hours after meeting, to YouTubing how to open a wine bottle so it was already corked the first time you invited me over, to leaving a Nats game with your friends early so you could greet me from the airport from work travel, to quitting our jobs and adventuring from DC to LA together, and to being the best dog dad out there to Coda. Even though I convinced you to get him through what we now know was a PowerPoint presentation, you now can't pass him without kissing his face 5 times and telling him what a good boy he is. You don't make promises you don't feel fully committed to and ready to give your all, which is what makes today the most special day of my life, and that we are truly choosing each other. I love how thoughtful and intentional you are. I love how we communicate and have an equal partnership. I love how unapologetically ourselves we can be together. And I love us and everything about us, from our long chats at Wallflower that go on for hours and hours, to our weirdest moments, both singing the same inaccurate song lyrics driving in the convertible down the PCH together. I vow to never dim the light on your fierce passion for life and to be your greatest champion through it all. I vow to work through disagreements with an open mind and trust that our love is more than enough to get us through them. I vow to make you feel comfortable, understood, and adored. And I vow to be the best wife I can be to you and the best mom I can be to our future children. I love you, Drew.
Kalyn, place the ring on Drew's finger and repeat after me. Drew, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Drew, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
With the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
With the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
And now, Drew, place the ring on Kalyn's finger and repeat after me. Kalyn, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Kalyn, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
With the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
With a pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
By the power vested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Drew, you may kiss your beautiful bride. I am thrilled to be the first to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Wilke.
Kalyn, you are beyond beautiful and a stunning bride. I always knew I was marrying up.
To see my sister, who has been there for me through everything, spend the rest of her life with someone who makes her so happy is everything I could ever ask for.
and Kalyn. We wish you both a lifetime of happiness, along with the strength and perseverance to overcome any challenges you face as you embark on this new and exciting chapter in your lives together as a married couple.
Kalyn and Drew, may your days come easy and your worries be light. You've got someone here wants to make it all right. Someone that loves you more than life.
Flowers for two and a sky painted blue. The edge of the earth in your living room. The power of two and the days always new. The lengths of your love take you to the moon. They say it just happens, but I call it magic. Like pictures of faces drawn in the clouds. Think of where you started and thank your lucky stars that this wonderful world is yours together now. The cards that you play, every hand that you shake, still walk through your halls, but they'll always wait. And all of the sights, the wonders of night, are never falling on just your eyes. They say it just happens, but I call it magic. Like pictures of faces drawn in the clouds. Think of where you started and thank your lucky stars that this wonderful world is yours together now. This wonderful world is yours together.